Well, we got an exciting day today. Today's the first day of getting new equipment in for the year. The Vantage Mid-South salesman just came by and dropped off an early Christmas present for me. There it is. Here's our new corn head. This is exact same header that we demoed back this fall before my accident. It's a GTS X10 model, 12 rows, 38 inches on spacing. This thing is twice the size of our old corn head. It has been used. You know, we actually got a real good deal on it because it was a demo model. New ones are listing for about $96,000, and we were able to pick this one up for $68,600. So we got a pretty good discount. It's only 1 year old. Still got 2 years worth of warranty on it. And in the negotiating part, we were able to negotiate and getting a few parts replaced that were starting to get wore on it, because it's been over about 4,000 acres this year. This whole outside unit they had to replace because the last guy that had it on the demo snagged it on something and bent it up. So we got a new row unit. What I negotiated in the sales price, if you look up under here, those stalk rollers right there, they were starting to show a pretty good bit of wear. So I negotiated to have them replaced. Well, what they did that I wasn't asking for these the spiral rolls that go on the front of the knives. They went ahead and replaced them too, and they put some new deck plates on right here all the way across. So that was mighty generous of them. I definitely didn't ask them to do that, but I'm grateful that they did. But you can see these knife rolls right here. That's the part that spins and grabs the stalk and jerks it down. They're brand new, got some nice sharp edges on them. Before we pull this thing under the shed, we actually got to do some maneuvering in the shed to find a spot to put this, because our old corn head, we just left it on the front of the combine and backed it under the shed. But I can't do that one with this one because it'd be a lot of weight just sitting on the front tires all winter long. Plus, with it on the front of the combine, it would take up a lot of space that we need to be storing other stuff. So, but we're going to pull it through the shop. We're going to lube up the chains real good. They're getting a little rusty because been sitting outside ever since harvest. And then the auger trough there, where it's got a light coat of rust, we're gonna oil all that up, keep it from rusting any further. So overall, this header still looks really good, and considering how wide it is, yeah, it should give us a lot of years of service without any problem. Also, one other thing they did, it had electric deck plates on it, and I didn't like that part. I wanted hydraulic, to where it could just I could use my factory controls to adjust the width of the deck plates from the cab. So they took off the electric actuator, and they put on the hydraulic cylinder there for the deck plates. And they still got a couple things to do. The parts haven't come in yet, but our ear savers right here, see how flimsy they are. They come out with a new design that's a lot stiffer. These things, a big old ear of corn hits them coming out this way. These things are so flimsy, it's really not going to stop them. They're going to put on the newer, stiffer ear savers. These sight glasses right here are plastic. The new style are glass. They're going to give me those to put on. Still got an indicator to put on for the hydraulic deck plates. Well, we traded for 3 new pieces of equipment this winter. Here's number 1. Number 2 is going to be the sprayer, which hopefully will be coming our way here in the next couple weeks. Hopefully pretty soon, because we're going to be needing it in about a month to apply some nitrogen on some wheat. And then for this corn header, we also had to order a new header trailer too, because there ain't no way I'm carrying that sucker down the road. But this header trailer, Advantage Mid-South, is going to let us borrow it temporarily so we can pull this thing under the shed. But I'm gonna have to give this header trailer back to them at some point. I think our new header trailer is the one we bought. It's a J&M. It's a 35-foot. We're actually gonna put the corn header on our 42-foot four-wheel steer trailer, and then we're going to put our 35-foot draper header on the new header trailer. Anyway, it's supposed to be in probably late February, early March. So hopefully they'll let us keep this header trailer until ours gets in, so we can keep this thing under the shed, because if they need their header trailer back, I don't have a shed big enough to where I can maneuver it in and sit it on the ground with a combine. So it's probably just going to have to sit outside, which I don't want. Got some exciting times. Always love it when new paint shows up in the yard. The only problem is it's going to be, what, 9.5 months before I can use this thing. So I'm going to have to look at it under the shed for most of the next year until I get a chance to take it out in the field and try it out again.
Is the 12-row corn header that was just purchased. Came in late yesterday afternoon, and we're having to reconfigure the way we've got equipment stored down here in the shed. So we've got to do a little equipment shuffle. We're not touching those are no-nos. But got to situate the water wagons, got to move the 18-wheeler, and we'll get everything situated and hopefully get everything put away. So, all right, so we got a little bit more space opened up. We got the old do-all out of the way. Got the water wagon for the zombie trail from down the street, got it moved. Got the water wagon that we used during cotton harvest. We got it all situated over here in this bay next to the module builder. So hopefully now we got enough room. I'm gonna go get the corn head, move it down here, and make sure we got enough room to get the bean head in here too.
Well, today's an exciting day for us. We're doing the second part of our new paint video. You know, you already seen the new corn head we got to replace the damaged one. Well, today we're getting our new sprayer. Been wanting one for quite a while. Been wanting to step up to one of the new R-Series John Deeres, and finally got all of our ducks in a row and everything aligned, and we're about to go pick it up today. The sprayer is located in Alamo. They finally got it transferred over there and got it cleaned up. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive our old sprayer down there and drive the new one home, and hopefully get started spraying some wheat here real shortly. So anyway, take one last look at this sprayer. It's a 2008 John Deere 4830. We've run it, I think, 5 years now. We've run it 5 or 6 years. Anyway, it's been a pretty good sprayer for us overall. But it's definitely got some age on it. It's been across a bunch of acres. The booms are starting to get pretty beat up, seeing some metal fatigue. And anyway, just because of our tax situation this year, it just made sense financially to go ahead and upgrade this piece of equipment. You know, I wouldn't be scared running this thing another year or so, but everything aligned right to where it's just gonna make sense for us to upgrade the sprayers. Really excited about the new sprayer. Can't wait to get it home, get some tips put on it, and take it to the field and take it for a spin. We're gonna take this and on down the road, drop it off the dealership, and pick our new one up. We've got our old receiver sitting here because we got activations on there that's going to have to be transferred over to the receiver on the new sprayer. It's always kind of bittersweet to see good a piece of equipment go, but hopefully we'll be real happy with the new sprayer, and it will do a real good job for us for quite a few years. Really excited about seeing the upgraded technology. The new R-Series sprayers have been were completely redesigned from this series of sprayers. The boom system is completely different. Got a lot better technology with boom height control and monitor and everything. It can also wirelessly transfer data into my agronomic software to make record keeping a lot quicker. So really excited to try out the new stuff. When you think about it, the sprayer is actually probably the most critical piece of equipment that we have. Even more critical than a planter or our harvest machines, mainly because you can determine probably more yield having a good functioning sprayer, or you can lose more yield by having a broke down sprayer than you can with anything else, because the products we apply, whether it be fertilizer, herbicides, or insecticides, generally we've really only got a real small optimum window to get these products applied before we start losing yield. So, you know, making sure we got a sprayer that can get over all of our acres real quickly and make sure it's not going to break down on us, you know, is one of the most critical things we can have to making sure we have a successful crop every single year. I don't think our new sprayer is going to have a rear view camera installed. Probably going to be one of the first things we add onto it, because visibility of what's behind us in the mirrors on these sprayers is not great. All right, well, we made it here. Let's see if we can find our new sprayer out here somewhere. No, that's not it. I sure would like to take that home though. Yeah, there's 3 R4038s. I don't think either one of them is it. That one over there's got receiver on it. They just said my receiver is still stuck in Paris. That one doesn't have a receiver on it. I don't think those don't look like the same tires as what I looked at. And that one right there's got wheel shields on there, which the one I bought did not have wheel shields. So I guess we'll go in here and find out which one's ours. Well, here it is. Finally tracked down the one that's ours. Got it warmed up. Got the receiver situation straightened out. Apparently the receiver that came with it got accidentally left in Paris, so it won't be here tomorrow. So I'm gonna use the receiver off of my old sprayer and use it for the next day or so until the receiver comes to his machine and actually get down here. She looks real good, all cleaned up. Now we just got to get it back to the shop as quick as we can, get it serviced, the tips on, and hopefully get the new monitor figured out. And we'll be ready to go spray some wheat. Got rain supposed to come in this week, next day or so, so we need to try and hurry up and get over our 500 acres of wheat before that rain comes in. Definitely going to be a little bit of a learning curve with this machine, especially considering it's got a completely brand new monitor in here. It's got the Generation 4 monitor, which I've never used before. So figuring out all the functions and the program and everything is going to be a little bit of a learning curve. I'll give you a first look at it. So let's hop up here and take it home. There's a look at the console and the monitor. I'm sure once I get it all figured out, it's going to be quite simple, but figuring out how to work this new monitor, because it's got a completely different layout than what the other one does, and figuring out how to get everything set just right, it's going to be a little tricky. All right, well, we made it about a mile down the road, and already got a couple of pleasant observations. The engine noise is definitely not as great as what it was on my old sprayer. You know, it's still got the engine in the same place, mounted right in front of the cab, but my old sprayer was real notorious for being really loud inside the cab, a lot of engine noise. This one right here, it's still louder than what Case IH or other sprayers that got rear mount engines is, but it's definitely a lot quieter than my old one. Luckily, this sprayer does have it does have a rear view camera already installed. I figured out how to turn it on. It actually comes on automatically when you put it in the road mode, which is pretty nice. Top speed on this one is even faster than my old one. My old one will run about 31 miles an hour top speed. This will run about 35 miles an hour type speed, so be able to get to and from fields a little bit quicker. Although driving something this big and tall, really don't want to drive full speed on our country roads anyway. Just taking it easy right now, not running full tilt. I just noticed something. We hit a little bit of a bump in the road. I noticed the hood doing a little bounce, so I don't think the hood is latched properly. We'll find a place here on the side of the road to pull off. Last thing I'm gonna do is for that hood to pop up a little bit and catch some air and rip it off the sprayer. That would not be a good way to start the day. Yeah, definitely not latched. I guess they didn't latch it good when they got done cleaning it up. Oh. Secured on there, we'll be good to go now. Alright, we're back on the road. Hey, well, pulling into that field that we just pulled in to check the hood. The biggest noticeable difference between this one and my old one is the maneuvering of the sprayer. The new R series sprayer is completely redesigned from what the 30 series was that I was running. The cab is shifted forward quite a bit. The cab is actually sitting just right behind the front axle, so steering this thing, maneuvering around obstacles and maneuvering in the fields is definitely a little bit of a different feel. So far, just going down the road, I think the redesigned suspension system, it definitely feels a little bit plusher, a little bit better ride there. But that's probably about all the observations I'm gonna get until we actually get the thing into the field and get to test out what it's actually designed to do. All right, here we are. We made it safe and sound. Nothing broke down. Nothing fell off. I guess that's going to do it for this video here on the new equipment we got. Next step is we're going to get this thing ready to go to the field here shortly, so we'll just go ahead and transition into the next video. You want to see what happens with us using this field and the sprayer. Just be sure to check out a coming up video on weed spraying. We got to get the tips on, get the receiver on, fill up the fuel, grease, the service. Maybe with any luck we'll be able to head to the field just a little bit later on this afternoon. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Y'all be sure to check back. We'll be back again soon.